everyone, and welcome to Tareekh. In today's episode, we will be telling you about a dish, kind of an evening snack which is relished by everybody, especially with a chai or when it's raining. ये जो डिश है ये इंडियन है बट इसकी ओरिजिन इंडियन नहीं है. In today's episode, we will be telling you about samosas or samsas or sambusaks. After the establishment of the Delhi Sultanate, people from the Islamic world, Central Asia, Middle East, Turkey, Iran, they all came and settled down in the Indian subcontinent in search of employment and other opportunities. With them came cooks or the khansamas, and they brought the recipe of samosa, which was basically a pastry that is filled with minced meat and nuts. Arab cookbooks dating back to the 10th and the 11th century, they call it sambusak, and even in the present day, Arab countries call it sambusak. Basically, the term means say, which means three, and ambusa means a bread, like a bread that has three sides. A 13th century Baghdadi cookbook called Kitab al-Tabi has mentioned three recipes of sambusak or samsa. One is filled with meat and is flavored with coriander, cumin, nuts and various spices. The other has halwa in it, and the third one has almonds and sugar in it. Ibn Battuta, who is one of the most famous Moroccan travelers, he had visited India in the 14th century, and in his book he's mentioned about the glistening parties or the glittering parties of Muhammad bin Tughlaq's court. He was a Tughlaq ruler in the Sultanate period, and he mentioned about sambusak in his book. And according to him, whenever the guests would arrive, they would be given sambusak right after they would take a sip of the sharbat. हमारे बहुत ही famous Sufi scholar Amir Khusro, even he's mentioned about samosas being enjoyed by the Indian nobility in the 1300s. वो लिखते हैं समोसे के बारे में, he's written a small poem. समोसा क्यों ना खाया, जूता क्यों नहीं पहना, तला ना था. तो बेसिकली समोसा तला नहीं था और जूते में भी तला नहीं, मतलब सोल नहीं थी. So he kind of combined it. Another very important scholar, Abul Fazl, in his book Akbarnama, he was a very famous scholar during Akbar's period. He also mentions about samosa or sambusak, and in his book samosa was also known as kutab. So kutab, the term kutab is still used in the country Azerbaijan. So according to him, 20 varieties of samosas were made in the royal kitchen during Akbar's period. In the Middle Eastern countries, a semicircular version of samosas are prepared even today, and they are filled with cheese and herbs and spices and pistas. And in Uzbekistan and in Kazakhstan, the Uyghur community over there, they also make samosas or samsas, but there the patty is very thick, and in the middle of the patty you will see the lamb stuffing. In India, in the later period, people who were vegetarian, who did not eat meat, so they wanted to experiment. So that's how the potatoes were added in samosas. Potatoes and peas with a lot of spices were added. In today's time, we can see pastas being added, chow mein is being added to suit the taste of the young generation. But Aaloo is our favorite ingredient in samosa. In the medieval times, we can see the royalty enjoyed samosas filled with dry fruits and meat. But आज के दौर में हम देखते हैं कि it's enjoyed by the common people, and it is one of the most favorite Indian snacks. जब भी आप किसी के घर जाते हैं तो आप समोसा टेबल पे ज़रूर पाते हैं. और अगली बार जब भी आप समोसा खाएं तो ये ज़रूर याद रखिए कि ये डिश almost 1000 years पुरानी है. That's all for today. I hope you liked today's episode. Like, share and subscribe. Keep watching Tareekh.